Okay everyone, starting this week's video off in my house. Here is an introduction to this week's video. We're going to be looking at some new services that we're introducing. We're going to be bringing you some boring meetings which we have to attend. I'm going to be doing some reflecting. We're going to do some website changes which I'm going to run you through. And finally, we've got some interview preparation which we need to get ready for because we're changing up the process of how we do this. Good morning everyone. As you can see, I've just woke up. It is 5:15 a.m. Why am I sitting here at the office desk? Well, I've got a really busy day today. I've got a meeting today at 9:30 to talk about a property strategy that we're exploring. I've then got another meeting with a podiatrist who's potentially going to join us. I then got a home visit to do with a patient. So that's going to take me all the way through till 2 o'clock. I then got to go and do a personal event this evening. So I need to fit my time or fit my stuff in now before the day ends. Now, what I'm doing though is I had a conversation with the people who do our SEO yesterday. On our analysis, it seems that our Colindale clinic is not doing as well as our Whetstone, Winchmore and Barnet one. It's not that it's doing bad, but it could just be better and more in line with what the others are doing. So I spoke with them to find out what issues there may be with our website, our landing pages and things like that. They gave me some really good advice and feedback, so I'm working on that now, and I'll show you what I'm doing as we go through. So we're in the back end of the website at the moment. You can see the date down here. It is Sunday, the 25th of January. It's 10:36 a.m. I am editing our business page, or one of our pages, to make the user journey more friendly. This is a thing which I've been doing for years now, and I've become quite good through luck and practice of knowing how to configure the website and make edits. It has taken a long time to get it. This is 6 years into the business now, and it is a thing which even now I still make mistakes. I have to go through other pages and find out. But the reason why I'm sharing this is these are the things you have to know as a business owner. And yes, you could outsource it, but if you're outsourcing to people without knowing exactly how it works, personally, I feel that that's not the greatest way to do it. Now, there are many people who look at the who, not how metric here, and you could argue that I should just outsource it and trust them to get on with it. And whilst I appreciate that, I also need to know what I want it to look like. So I spend time to find out exactly how I want this to be at the end of it. And once I've got my end product of what I know what this looks like, I can almost then speak to other people to maintain it and then look at ways that they could improve it. But big mistakes I made in the past, I just make a start and I get going with it. Whereas now I'm much better at looking at what do I want this to look like at the end and then work backwards. And with this particular thing at the moment, I haven't quite mastered that theory yet, but when we introduce new services, I now know what I want it to look like at the end, and I can kind of work backwards in that way. But with the website at the moment, I'm still trying to find out exactly what I want it to look like. So that's probably why I haven't brought an internal person on yet, but I would love to get to that stage where we have it all running internally. They can stay up to date with it. We can introduce new services. I can get them to get going with it as a project and then review it as it goes on. So yeah, it's just a quick overview of the things that you need to know if you are a business owner. Being a business owner is not just being an expert in your field that you initially trained in. You need to know every single aspect of business as well as know your field. Arguably, that's not always necessarily true, but it certainly does help in this industry of being a physio and then being able to speak physio language, but then I also have to learn this business language as well, which is quite difficult. So yeah, just a quick overview and insight into it. I've got the other page, the main page on my second screen to my right, which you cannot see at the moment. But I just wanted to show you this as an overview of the things that you need to be aware of, or what I need to be aware of anyway, in order to help with keeping our presence online as good as it can be. So yeah, we'll move on to some other things now and give you a more insight into the business and what we do. How many people, first question, how many people do you call?
I've got my list up here. I didn't get through to many because I called at a bad time. I was calling at school pickup time and I had to stop.
Well, I understand that, but how many did you call?
I'm just about to tell you.
This is why working with your partner is... And she's not acting for the camera either. This is every day. This is every day.
I called 10 people. 3 people answered.
And 2 of them booked?
2 of them booked for a 15-minute discovery call. And the other person was... 4 people, so 1 called back. One I have to call next week to book her in for the week after because she's busy. The other one, she didn't bite.
Wow,
She's
no.
travelling for the near future.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I've got a lot more to get through, and I guess...
Wow, that's powerful that has gone that quickly, like that. Right, one thing, do you know what we need to try and do?
Yeah, I feel bad that I didn't get through the whole list, because... Not that she needs... I said this, you don't have to be here in this room calling these people, but I'll book them in using the schedule that we've got.
For the purpose of the camera, we are looking at creating a new marketing material, because one of the things we find we do at the moment is we send stuff out, we assume that then everyone's just going to pick it up and get on with it and book with us based upon what we send. But what we're finding is that we have so much content and material we need to give everyone. We need to give it on a more regular basis. So we're trying to come up with a... This is our design system. Trying to come up with one of them leaflet brochures where when you open it up, there'll be all leaflets with inside it, but we give it to every patient when they leave. There's a cost involved in that. It's a big cost, to be fair, if you think about the number of new patients that we see. But if it's in their house, that is the tool to get them to rebook in. So that's what we're discussing at the moment. And then we're going to ask Lauren in a minute how her initial conversations went with her new people with the new service. Keep watching. When you open up the thing, you see our contact details. So that it's all there. But inside here would be where all of our leaflets go. How are we, Jess?
You're right.
Very well. How's the back getting on?
It's getting there, like really kind of like feels getting a lot better.
Good,
So I'm
good,
so
good,
happy.
good. And what are you going to do differently there moving forwards? What do you think caused it? Start giving yourself advice now for someone who, they arrived.
Yeah.
What would you be saying to them to do?
God, good question. I haven't thought of that yet.
Yeah.
I think just, to be fair, I didn't warm up before the gym.
Okay.
So maybe it was just that. I don't know, I think...
What about from work? The way that you work, the way you operate, the way you...
Perspective. Just maybe like bed height, prioritise that always. Like doing mobility in the morning.
Okay.
I've been doing it every morning now.
Yeah.
Helped me with pain symptoms, that's been good.
What about like lunchtime? I know you go for your walk and stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to do things like that? Anything at lunchtime?
Yeah, I love doing that lunchtime, whether it's just even just to get some air.
Yeah. What about like the mobility stuff as well?
It was a good morning that did it, so...
Right, fine.
It was more like but I think it was a piling up.
Of course.
Because I was having symptoms beforehand, and that was just the trigger of it.
So that was my biggest note. You remember when I said when I did my back? One of the things that I wasn't listening to... I'm not teaching you to suck eggs. Yeah, I wasn't listening to any of my warning signs. And then...
So many.
And the tough thing here is, we couldn't, and this is going to be a contradiction to what I say, it's not even to say that all them warning signs were the thing that led to doing it, but it's just trying to think, okay, right, I'm going to do things differently to what I did last time. If it goes again, then I'll say, right, I did things differently, it still went, then try and find what's the next thing as such.
For sure.
But yeah, doing like, I think I used to, every day I'd do gym. It was the same thing every day. It didn't matter how hard my day was previously. It was like, right, Tuesday is this day, Wednesday is leg day, etc. But then if I had a hard day on Tuesday, I'd still go and do the legs. Whereas now, now I'm a lot more reflective. If that day's really hard, I then say, right, well, do you know, I ain't gonna go at all because I don't want to risk, because I'm trying to push there. Works, push.
Yeah.
So.
No, true. I'm gonna actually reflect on it and think about what it was.
Honestly, it's as bad as it sounds. It's a good thing that they happen to us, because it enables us when we see.
It does give you more. Yeah.
Yeah, but even for yourself as well, it helps with your patients, but it helps with you as well of saying, right, you know what,
100%.
I need to reflect a little bit here and think I can't just go all in and do it that way.
Yeah, no, 100%. I did like get off the flight and then go straight to the gym as well.
There you go.
Exactly. Okay, I've got a patient asking.
Sorry, apologies. God, what am I know, chewing to people's ears off. Everyone has a pop at me about it.
camera.
You're having the camera.
Hello, how are you?
You're the camera person.
Thanks. Come on in. We're in the same room.
You are today. Don't let the black thing drop.
Lauren already debriefed with me on this, but you might want to ask again.
Ah, fine. Hi there, Lauren.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm good. How did all that go, by the way?
You're really good.
Did you already fed it to Gemma anyway?
Yes.
Oh, fine. So we're going to do this for the purpose of the video as well then.
That's fine.
How... 2 calls
Yeah, 2 calls.
and...
The first lady was really interested. She's
Nice.
already speaking with an exercise physiologist. She's got a long history of recurrent injuries.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The exercise physiologist had recommended a nutritionist
Who is exercise... Did you ask their name? Exercise physiologist. Always try and get their names because then we can reach out to them as well.
Okay.
The only reason I asked is a really good exercise physiologist called... It's Chris Thompson or Thomas. And...
connection with him.
Well, I just know he's really good, so it'd be good to know if she was
Yeah.
speaking to him.
Okay.
He's a super interesting person. Delivers information so fascinatingly well. So yeah, I would like it to be him. So
Yeah.
again, we can. But anyway, so I
So
digress.
he made a recommendation because she wasn't sure how long that it would take for this service to be up and running. So
Okay.
she got a talk with someone this afternoon.
Yeah.
She was really keen to do some kind of preventative
Amazing.
work.
Good.
And then so I said to get back to me with any questions that she's got.
Perfect.
And the second guy is more about, again, he's had a knee arthroscopy, meniscal tear last year, and has overhauled his diet and stuff, but wants to make sure he's on the right track.
Nice.
So we had a chat through all the services, and he is really keen on working kind of on a more kind of specialist, personalised service. I'm just emailing him some details now.
Awesome. Well done. Very good. Very good. Yeah. I know Gemma said about we want to definitely look at, I'm really impressed with the fact that how many people we managed to get through and how many people wanted to speak to you as well.
Yeah.
If you look at it from a conversion point of view, it's crazy, which is really super
I think it's
strong.
like I said to Gemma, there's this idea of nutrition and health, well-being, preventative care and stuff like that is just becoming more and more mainstream now.
Good.
More and more people are kind of interested. And
Yeah.
It's just about getting the education out there
And-
to know where it can be targeted.
Yeah, and I think education for therapists, I know you said about doing the workshops and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be such a powerful thing
Just
to do.
conversations as
Yeah.
well about like what things can be managed through nutrition or
Yeah.
supported basically alongside medical care or anything.
Awesome.
Like that.
Well, what I want to really do with you then is, I remember we spoke on the phone and us to sit down and have conversation which we can record and just give to them lot to say, right, this is a conversation we had, rather than you having to speak to, you're going to have to speak to 15 therapists at some point and have the same chat.
Yeah.
Whereas actually if we can sit down and just
Link
talk,
up.
like almost educate me to then educate them. So I would almost interview as such, and then you can answer the questions based upon what they are, and then add anything which I will miss. I say may miss. I will certainly miss things, and you can say, yeah, but you're forgetting this. I'm like, perfect.
Sounds good.
Yeah? Perfect. Oh, good. I'm excited for it. We're just talking now about how we can get the information out more to patients of what we're offering, because we send the newsletter, we put it on the website, it's on the booking thing, but we're then waiting for people to find it rather than we can deliver it to them saying, we do this. It's a little bit like the phone call they did.
Yeah.
Like once we've set it all up, not one of them have contacted us yet, and it's because they're not. It's in the newsletter. It's in the newsletter that you're available, but we're banking on them people that were contacted to have read it and to have acknowledged it, set time aside, blah blah blah. So that direct calling, I hope, is going to be a powerful tool to, especially with the names you've got at the moment.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Excellent.
All right, thank you.
That's all right. Close, isn't it?
Too close.
Wave, too much. Right, good. It's getting exciting. We've got loads of services at the moment which are coming on. Got podiatrist interview in, what's time? Any times around? I've got it at 12 o'clock. And
Roughly that time.
my time's on that phone. And you've not got anything on your watch, so I'm going to go and do that interview, and I'm going to record that as well, so you can see how that goes. Okay, so it's the end of the day. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do anywhere near the filming I was hoping to do. This reality TV show is meant to be filming everything that happens, but the problem is, at the moment, we don't have a camera or videographer to do it, so it tends to be me doing the filming. But by the time I'm involved in the conversation, the filming that should have happened has already passed. So I need to work out a solution to that problem. I'm just looking through my list here of the things I was going to do with everyone today, and I managed to get some of it done, but I'm slightly disappointed in myself that I didn't get to do much. But as I said, it's very, very difficult to keep on top of it when you are trying to drive conversations that lead to the things you want to happen. One of the things that we're going to look at tomorrow is the way that we promote certain events that are happening. So we've got some things that happen over in our Colindale clinic. I had a phone call today with our team who manage our website, so I've got some change that I need to make on that, so I'll record some of that when we're doing it to see, so you can see what is involved in that side of it. But yeah, I need to keep on top of it, and next day, or tomorrow, sorry, is going to be a better day for it. I have a meeting now with the guy who does our SEO content. I need to speak to him about some of the pages that aren't particularly ranking well. My microphone has also dropped as well, so it's slightly annoying. But yeah, we're going to talk about things that I need to do here to help boost our presence online and some of the pages that I want listed to help with growing our service. It's a really, really big thing that every business owner needs to do regularly, because without it, you're going to find that you're not going to be listed anywhere. No one's going to find you. There's loads of other strategies you can use to try and grow the business side of things, but this is a big, big thing you always have to have front of mind, and I'm learning to upskill myself in it a little bit, but it's, yeah, my advice is outsource it to someone and get them to do it. Well, I want to try and get an AI thing for it soon, where it can actually, people can communicate with it. That's my long-term play with how we, in fact, for our whole tech system that we use. So
let me speak to them. I might know somebody that's doing that.
Yeah, please, mate. I'm well interested in it. And I would love to have something input to our system. We create our own booking system, which is unique to us, which syncs really easily with the SEO stuff that we do. So it all kind of intertwines into one like web, or like a spider web type thing. And we can pull out information at the click of a button with asking it a question, rather than having to go back to someone, oh, can you tweak this? And then that creates a problem somewhere else. Or can you tweak it because we tweaked that, but that created this. I'm really, really keen for that to be like a development I do as time goes on. Which actually leads me to another question I want to ask you. It's very off topic from physio. But, well, the logistics of it is too difficult to do. But I had a good conversation with him. He's retiring, and he said how easy it was. I know nothing's easy, but the things that he was saying, I was like, I could just do that here. What I want to know from you though is, in terms of, would you advise that I stick it into our existing website, or do I create a brand new business and we set up web page, we get the SEO going, and we run it that way? Okay, I think that would be the better way of doing it personally as well.
Yeah, you've got less to manage.
Okay, that's the end of this week's video. I hope you liked it. In the video, you saw us do all the daily things that we do, or the weekly things. Now that's the end of this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. You got to see an insight into the way we run our operations and the various different factors that go into, hopefully, what we would deem a successful operation. Now, I said I was going to do some reflecting. I did a tiny little bit within that video, but the biggest reflection for me always is how we look after our staff, how we treat our staff, and what we can do to motivate them and reward them for the work that they carry out with us. Because ultimately, we're a reflection of the work that they do. And I am not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not aware of it. Poor English, I know that. But it's a real big thing for us to make sure that they're always happy and that they're always delivering in line with our standards and expectations. Because as soon as that drops, the whole business starts to falter, and that puts us at a slight risk in a way, but equally it can be really, really rewarding when you see the positive work they do and the happiness that they have from doing the work within our business. That's why the recruitment side of things for this year is really, really key for us, and why we've switched up how we do it. So you're going to see in some of our future videos that the way we run recruitment is very, very different to what you might expect
in other companies. But this is through over 8 years now of building this business, of getting to a point where I'm now aware of what it is that I want it to look like and what I want and what I feel will hopefully benefit us in the long run. But that's not to say that I'm completely correct here. I could be outrageously wrong and it could all go terribly bad. But if I don't try it and I don't go ahead with it, I'm never going to know. So you're going to get to see that journey of what that looks like. You're going to hopefully see us bring on new people to work with us. You're going to see us introduce new services. Hopefully going to see some new locations as time goes on. But for the meantime, let's try and take each day as it comes. Cliche saying, I know. But if you're liking what you're seeing, subscribe, follow us. I'd love to share more of what we're doing. And hopefully you're enjoying the videos.